going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to break down and talk about theme teams, how to create them, how to get boosted players and boosted attributes because of theme teams, and pretty much everything you need to know about them. So if you guys found this video, you were searching on YouTube for theme team information or just learning Madden Ultimate Team in general, how to make your team better, how to make coins, do me a favor. If you enjoyed the video, if you find it helpful, be sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up. It shows a lot of support on my videos. And also, if you're new here and you're looking for more Madden 22 Ultimate Team content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so you are alerted when we drop more videos. Let's talk about theme teams. We're going to go over some steps here on how to build one. And the first thing is you got to figure out what theme team do you want to build, okay? And you can do this one of two ways. You're either A, going to pick the theme team for your favorite NFL team. So I'm an Eagles fan. We're going to show you my Eagles theme team and how I'm starting to build it and put it together. And then your other option is you want to build the best theme team out there. And the good thing about this, in prior years, you know, it was just kind of everybody's opinion. This year, we have a tool, thanks to my good friend Rockets over at MUT.gg. There's actually a website that shows you the best theme teams in the game, and it's updated very, very quickly. So we're going to go ahead and start the video by showing you the MUT.gg theme team depth chart. So you can go to this website, MUT.gg, and in my opinion, you should have this bookmark. You should visit it and use it a lot because it's a great tool. And if you look at the top of the page, there is a theme teams tab. So that's what we're on right now. And this basically breaks down every single theme team in the game, and it also shows you what their overall is. And the interesting thing about this, these are likely the overalls for the whole team without any chemistry boost factored in. So obviously you can get these overalls even higher. And if we look through, I mean, it's no surprise if you've been paying attention to Madden 22 Ultimate Team, the Las Vegas Raiders have the best theme team out there. They just keep getting really good cards, and they're meta cards and cards that a lot of people want to use. So again, rule number one, step number one, decide who you want to build the theme team on. The great thing about this tool, and we'll come back to it later on in the video, is that if you simply click a team here, it's going to break down every single position and every card that they recommend at that position, sorted by highest overall down to lowest. So with quarterbacks, you know, 90 overall Matt Leinart is the move there. And then halfbacks, brand new Cordero Patterson just came out today. That's already on the website. So this is super efficient. If you're building your theme team and you're stuck, like I don't know who to put at middle linebacker, you can go right to this website, pick your team, go to the depth chart just like I'm at now, and it's going to break down every position and every player that you can use for that theme team. Now, the next question is, why would somebody want to build a theme team? And the main reason here is because you can boost the attributes on your cards. So right now we're taking a look at my main team, my normal team. This is my 90 overall Goon Squad. And if you look to the right on the lineup screen, we're in the lineup here under chemistry, you're going to see various team chemistries. Now there's other things in there that we're not really going to get into, but as you can see, Philadelphia Eagles, we have 30 of 35. At the end of the day, the main goal, if you're building a full theme team, is to get to 50-50. And if you get to 50-50, it's going to boost speed, and that's, you know, speed is king, right? So this is what we have boosted so far. It says active tiers 1 through 6. And again, we got tiers 1 through 6 by having 30 cards that have Eagles Chem on our team, and we'll show you how to find those cards and how to assign them via power-ups and whatnot. But we have 30 out of 35, tier 6. Every 5 Eagles Chems that you have counts as 1 tier, so we're at tier 6 with that. When we get to tier 7, it says requires 35 players. That would do +1 to our jumping. At 40 players, +1 to agility. At 45 players, tier 9, +1 to acceleration. And my face cam is kind of blocking it, but tier 10 gives +1 to speed. Now, when you get to tier 5, that's going to give you +1 to speed. When you get to tier 10, that's going to give you +2 to speed. So 25 players gives you 1 speed, 50 players gives you a 2nd speed, and at the end of the day, that's usually the goal if you're building a full theme team. On example, or for example, for my main squad here, I had a goal of getting you at least to 25 so I can have the Eagles players that are on my team boosted, so I at least get +1 speed on them. Now, aside from Team Chem boosts, the only really option to boost cards further is through strategy items. In years past, there were other types of boosts that were able to be applied to theme teams, like specifically Eagles passing or Eagles rushing or Eagles defense. Those things don't exist anymore, and honestly, they probably shouldn't, because they made it way easier to boost teams up, and we were seeing endgame cards way early in the year, way quicker than we probably should have, and sometimes that would kind of kill the longevity of the game. And I think they stopped that last year. They didn't allow it, and it didn't come back at all this year. And boosting cards via strategy items is definitely something new. We're not really going to focus on that in this video, because this is more about team chems. Now, if you want to go to an all-team chem, right, like a full Eagles 50-50 team, well, there are some tools there where, number one, you can switch back and forth. So if you're going to have two teams like I will, all you have to do is go to change active lineup. Now, we're in our main lineup, the squad, 90 overall. You can actually build a new lineup from here just by simply hitting triangle, forgot what button it was for a minute there, and hitting triangle or Y on Xbox gives you the option to build a new team. We can set an empty lineup, or we can copy our active lineup and change it from there. We're not going to do that. We are actually just going to toggle to our Eagles lineup, and we're going to hit X. It would be A on Xbox, and we're going to switch over to the Eagles all-theme team, okay? Now, this team is not complete by any means, and I will tell you that now. We still got some work to do and to put it together, but I wanted to show you kind of the beginning stages of what building a full 50-50 Eagles theme team, or any team that you want, looks like. So how do you get cards with your specific favorite team or theme team's team chemistry? Well, it kind of varies, right? So on this team, we have a mixture of core cards and then also power-up cards. Now, the core cards are typically going to have a team chem for the current team that they play. There are some rare situations, like flashback cards may have a player who plays on Team A right now, but he got a flashback card and it's from a team that he played for in the past. A good example would be Micah Hyde, right? He has a flashback card with the Green Bay Packers team chemistry on there, but currently he plays for the Buffalo Bills. So that's kind of one rare exception, but we can kind of change that with power-ups. So if we take a look at a player like Deshaun Jackson, he got a team builder card, which we're going to talk about in a moment. He got a team builder card specifically for the Rams, which is his current team. But because we have a power-up for him, and not every card has a power-up, there's a lot of them out there, and EA's done a great job, right, at basically adding in new power-ups as the year goes on. We've gotten a lot of new ones since launch to now, tons of them, and they're doing a great job with that. If you power up a card under the chemistries and position section, you can actually select any team that they've played for in the past. Now, they use ProFootballReference.com to justify who gets what theme teams. Raheem Mostert is a really good example. He played on the preseason team for the Eagles a couple years, I think, or at least 2 years. Never played an actual regular season snap with the Eagles, so he's never going to get Eagles chem. And there's certain situations and players that kind of fall into that category, so that's one thing to note. So when you're building your theme team, power-ups are absolutely going to be helpful, and the more power-ups of players that played for your or play on your theme team are going to help you build that and get closer to 50-50. Now, EA has a promo or program called Team Affinity, and with Team Affinity, it appears that it's going to be something that we get every single month, and it's usually free content, we'll put an asterisk next to that, but at the end of the day, this content is helped or created to build theme teams, and the first time around we had team builders. Now, those are no longer there as far as mission goes. Currently, we're in Team Diamonds, but you can still get these cards, and I'll show you how in a moment. Team builders aren't super special right now, unfortunately. In years past, they've had a ×2 team chemistry on them, and you can go to Team Affinity and Team Builders 1 to get those. So they're sets, and each team has an offensive player and a defensive player. Because we're just using the Eagles as an example here, I will show you. So we have a Derek Barnett and we have a Dallas Goedert. And basically, if you get these team builder cards done, they're players for your favorite team's team chemistry. So you definitely want to get the minimum of 2 team builders for your theme team done. Get those sets done if you haven't already. already. And then again, it's up to you, right, to find the other players that maybe got a team builder card that played for your favorite team or play for your theme team, but don't currently. So like Deshaun Jackson, great example, obviously for the Eagles. And if you're looking for those players, again, I'm just going to remind you, go back on over to MUT.gg. Their theme team builder will show you all of those players. So if I simply click the Eagles and I go down to wide receiver, it's going to show you this Deshaun Jackson. Though he doesn't come with Eagles Team Chem, this website is going to help you find those players if you're missing at certain positions, okay? So team builders is number one. The only thing is they only give a ×1 Team Chem. Now Team Diamonds, which I'll show you one in my lineup, these are good because they actually give you a ×3 chemistry for whatever team that they primarily paid for. So I'll talk about that in a moment, but we'll use Deuce Staley as an example. You complete this set, and these sets are a little bit expensive, okay? They're starting to come down in price. And that's a good thing, but these are almost a must-have on a theme team because completing the set is going to give you their power-up, okay? And that power-up is going to allow you to add a ×3 chemistry to them. You actually don't need the power-up for that because the Team Diamond card, the 90 overall card that comes by doing this set, comes with that ×3 chemistry as well. But the power-up is going to help you boost it up one more. And also, hypothetically, if you were building a Steelers theme team, you would want the power-up because Deuce Staley once played for the Steelers, and he can get Steelers chemistry. Now, he would not get a ×3 because that's not the primary team. That's not the Team Diamond set he came from. You only get the ×3 chemistry if you do the set from the team that they came with. So Deuce Staley, you have to do the Eagles. Well, you would only get that ×3 Eagles for Deuce Staley. And this is what it looks like. So if we go back into our lineup and we go to upgrade to our power up here, we're going to see it's Eagles Chem and it's ×3. Remember, the goal is to get to 50 because that's going to max out all of the attributes and importantly the speed. Now, there are some additional cards out there, and this is kind of your belief or not, right? If you want to roll with this, but there are additional cards out there that can get team chemistries for teams they never played for, and Devin Hester is one of them. So Season 1 is still going on right now, and when you got your Season 1 collectibles and packs, you had an option to go with either Junior Seau or Devin Hester, and those particular cards, if you take a look, can actually get any team chemistry in the game. So if we go to upgrade, we go to chemistries and positions, this card, Devin Hester, can play for any theme team you want. Now on my main squad, we're rocking Eagles theme team, no problem, don't mind it. But if I am building a traditional, and this is just my belief, you don't have to go along with it, if I'm building a traditional 50-50 Eagles theme team, because Hester never actually played for them, I'm not going to put him on my theme team. Again, that's just my own decision, but it is something you can do. Now, the cards that can get theme teams for teams they never played for up to this point, and today is October 6th, we'll probably get more cards as the year goes on, so if you're watching this video, it's best that you use that MUT.gg lineup builder or theme team builder. But the other cards that can get it, we talked about Devin Hester, we talked about Junior Seau. There is one other card, well, a group of 4 cards, I should say, and that's going to be your team captain. Now, the team captains, we have on offense Lance Allworth, and we have Sean Alexander, which is a running back. On defense, there's Jack Youngblood, which is a left end. He can play right end as well. And then we have the strong safety, John Lynch. All 4 of those team captain players can actually get any team chem that you want, and not only that, but they actually get ×3 as well. So I do have this Lance Allworth on my main team to help me get to that 25 out of 25, but on my traditional 50-50 theme team, I'm personally not going to put Allworth on the squad because he never actually played for them. But if you take a look, these can get, and these are the team captains, can get ×3 on any team. So that's definitely kind of a glitch right there. And if you want to do it that way with a traditional team or kind of a hybrid team, there are people that might go like 25 of their favorite team and 25 Raiders, or do 25 of one team, 25 of the other. These are ways to achieve that and get there by using these cards that have like boosted theme team odds. Again, you have your Season 1 captains, Hester and Seau. You have your team captains, the 4 guys that I named. And the last one is Dan Marino, the Team Diamond Master. He can get any team chem as well. a very expensive card, but it's one more out there that you can get. Now, let's talk about building your team or you know, filling up positions that are empty. So I told you guys this is a super incomplete team, right? We're looking at the defense here. I need a middle linebacker too. I need a left outside linebacker. I need another cornerback. And right now we are currently at 32 of 35 Eagles. If I take out that Allworth, because I didn't mean to leave the card in there, we now are at 29 of 30, okay? So we want to get to 30. That's going to boost strength, and we need to add one more card to get there. For most of you, if you're building a theme team based off of your favorite team, you're probably already going to know who you need to put at cornerback 2 or cornerback 3 or what so. But if you're unsure of, you know, who you want to use at a certain position because you just don't memorize all the players for all whatever theme team you're rocking, again, you're going to want to go back to MUT.gg and go to the theme builder tool. I am under cornerbacks right now, and the only one that I have on my team currently is the Darius Slay. So now I know to fill the other cornerback slots, we can get Sidney Jones, Avonte Maddox, Josiah Scott, and those are going to add on to our theme team. So let's go back to our builder here, and I'm going to go to CB number 2, and we're going to throw Sidney Jones in the lineup. Now, want to point out a couple different things here. We'll add the card to the squad, okay? Now, he doesn't have a team chem assigned to him yet because we're putting a power-up in there. So if I look back over at my team chemistries, we're still 29 of 30. So I'm going to go to upgrade, right? And I'm going to start powering up Sidney Jones, and I can power him up all the way, but really for this purpose, I just wanted to go one level so I can change his chemistries and positions. And now here are all the theme teams that we can assign for Sidney Jones. Obviously, we're going to go with Eagles. We're going to go equip chemistry, and boom, now he's on our team. Eagles are activated because he once played for us, and we are now 30 of 35. So now we would want to fill out the rest of our roster, all of these spots that we don't have a player in there for. We're either going to go over to MUT.gg and use their tool, right, to look up what players played at what positions that we're looking for. This is going to be your most efficient way doing that, right? But if you can't get to a web browser for whatever reason, you can kind of do this in-game as well. So we're on the auction house. We're going to go type cornerback, and we're going to go down to chemistry. Very important. Not team, but chemistry. And if we go all the way down here, start to scroll down here, eventually we're going to get to various teams. So now we can search any cornerback in the game that has Eagles team chemistry, and it's going to show me all of the options here. So if we want to buy Avonte Maddox to add him to the theme team, I'm already have this card on my in my binder. That's a way to do it through the auction house. Again, not as efficient as looking it up on MUT.gg's theme team builder, but that's just another way around it. Now, one last thing to go over that you might kind of miss out on here is that you can actually get team chems from playbooks, uniforms, stadiums, and coaches. So right now we're on our strategy screen, and for the defensive playbook we have an alternate 4-6 playbook, and I want you to look at our chemistries here. We're 34-35 Eagles. We have 1 Colts, and that's because we have our playbook on the Colts. Watch what happens when we change our defensive playbook to this 4-6 alternate to Bucks. Now if we go over here, it's going to show that we have 1 Bucks and 1 Colts. So basically whatever team playbooks you use are going to go toward your team chemistry. Now I would recommend using whatever playbook is working best for you. Don't choose your playbook based on your team chem. It's just, you know, it's not a good, efficient way to play the game unless you just happen to be, you know, really good with the Eagles playbook and you're rocking the Eagles theme team, or Oakland, you know, I'm sorry, Las Vegas Raiders and their playbook is pretty good one. Now visuals on the other hand is another one. So having the Eagles coach, the stadium, and the uniforms actually is giving me +1, +2, +3 to my Eagles chemistry. I want you to see what happens here as we do have the Las Vegas Raiders. If we take them out and we put in the Eagles uniform, we're now going to go from 34 Eagles to 35. And not only doing that gets us to 35, but as you can see, now we have +2 to strength. Remember, 30, when we were under 35, it was saying we needed 35 to get +1 more to strength. We got 2 now because we're at 35. So every tier that you reach, as I showed you earlier, you're going to get additional boosts. And the final thing to point out is when you're getting boosts, usually through chemistries, whether it's your strategy items or team chems, you're going to notice that they have a blue overall in the upper right hand side. So if you take a look at Lane Johnson right here, he is an 84 overall right now because of team boosts. If we take a look at a card like Devontae Smith, we can actually see some of those boosts in action here. The +1 speed speed that we get for having Eagles Team Chem? Well, sure enough, right there, it shows me the +1 on the 90. Remember, we talked about getting +2 strength when we hit 35 Eagles. Well, if we look at this Lane Johnson, you're going to see the +2 strength is activated on this card because he has Eagles Chem. We have 35 Eagles there, and he's in my lineup. So that's how you get, boosted odds or boosted attributes, on your team. And the final way to kind of do that is through strategy items. If you equip these, they're going to boost additional things on your team, but we'll save that. We talked about it in the other videos, but we're going to talk about just overall boosting your entire team in a future video. That's everything you guys need to know about theme teams. If you got any questions, if there's anything that you think I left out or I didn't cover, ask down below in the comments section. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.